Do counsel have any motions to make before we begin impaneling the jury for trial?
Your Honor, the people and defense counsel have reached a plea agreement that will obviate the need for a trial. We recommend 2 years probation, halfway house status in a lockdown center, Dickens academic residence, and 300 hours of community service.
My client has agreed to plead guilty on a charge of gross negligence. The terms of the sentence are agreeable to us, Your Honor.
Well, I'm not so sure it's agreeable to me. Let's have counsel and Agent Malone at the sidebar. I don't give attempted murder probation. I need to make certain this was an accident. Now, Agent Malone, you have stated that your daughter simply found the gun lying around. It wasn't in a gun safe or a lockbox?
Well, it should have been, Your Honor, but I left it out. Francis picked it up, and when I surprised her, it went off accidentally. This was not premeditated. She was careless, but never meant for it to happen.
She was careless? You supervise an elite federal task force, and this is the way you safeguard your weapons? Any falsehood in this statement is pejorious and punishable by a year in jail. At the very least, you'd lose your badge. You still stand by this?
I signed it.
I'm giving you a chance to recant.
There's nothing to recant, Your Honor. I'm at fault. This was an accident due to my negligence.
Stand up, young lady. Do you feel lucky?
No, Your Honor.
I don't know why not. You're the luckiest person to see me all year. You shoot your father, and he says it's his fault. You know, I'm under no obligation at all to accept this plea bargain. I think in this case, a jury would convict, and I know I would sentence you to 25 years. You think I should accept this plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll bet you do. So ordered. I've gone along with this strictly because I know that your father is very deeply concerned about you. Maybe too deeply. But you step 1 foot outside these guidelines and you will be right back here. And I have the terrible feeling I'll be seeing you again. Adjourned.
Hey, how'd it go?
We worked it out. I hope I did the right thing.
Well, you'll make it right. Listen, I need you to come with me. I want to show you some stuff. In the fireworks industry, you refer to someone who's been hurt with fireworks as having been spoiled.
Fireworks. Essentially, they're bombs, incendiary bombs.
Right, and fireworks practitioners create, so they're artists.
It's a really small industry. It's mostly families, but there is one company that Coop had direct dealings with. Al Corello, president and owner of Corello Fireworks. Company's based in Savannah, founded in Florence, Italy by Leonardo Corello in 1774.
Ring a bell?
Oh, yeah. He looks familiar.
If a bit older. 16 years ago, there was an emergency at the Corello warehouse in Mobile, Alabama.
I was right out of the academy. They were testing electrical detonators.
Back then?
Yeah, they weren't impulse triggers, but fairly sophisticated. And it was a situation where an employee had let one of them get out of control. If the warehouse had gone up with all those fireworks inside, it could have taken out a square mile or whatever.
Didn't blow up because Coop defused the detonator.
Let me guess the name of the employee who screwed up.
Al Corello. Coop humiliated him and at the same time set himself up as the standard to beat.
It's a shame Corello lost all his marbles and his taste.
Well, we have a clue about where his marbles went. A few years ago, Corello ran a red light and got into a traffic accident. The driver of the car he hit was Dwight Claremont, guy from D.C.
Claremont's sole passenger was his ex-girlfriend, Eileen Ryan.
The woman killed in the Savannah car bombs. They walked away from the accident. Corello was hospitalized.
At Savannah City Hospital. Since Claremont and Ryan weren't hospitalized, we couldn't find the link.
Hospital records show that Corello was in a lot of pain. He started breaking up the plays. Accident wasn't his fault, this, that, and the other. He was diagnosed as paranoid and delusional.
So we have a man who grew up around fireworks, who was pushed to excel. His psychosis warped his competitiveness into paranoia. The hospital, Claremont Ryan, became his enemy list, but his signature was his need to outdo Coop.
Paranoid psychosis can be treated with drugs, but the body builds up a resistance, so the dosages have to be reviewed periodically. I guess he missed his.
Okay. Good work. It all fits. Get an address, we hit the ready line in 10 minutes. Coop. You're here.
Hold your positions, keep your attack channels open. Wait for my command.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was a big couple of rockets.
This guy just wanted to kill us. He's supposed to contest.
Well, I'll give him a contest. Nobody else move.
Everybody all right?
So far, Coop. What do you got?
Looks like part of a control system fire. Floor-mounted motion sensors. They're triggering the rockets.
Can you disarm it?
No, this is just a relay.
You must be on your belly right about now, Coop. Question is, how low can you go?
How low can you go? How low can you go? It's in the basement. There's got to be a basement. The detonator's in the basement, Coop.
Yeah, okay. I could go for it, but it'll set off a bunch more fireworks, probably.
Problem is with this guy, he's probably got a timer on it too.
Maybe there's a better way to approach this. I could try to kill the sensors.
They're gonna be rigged as well. Unless you can come up with another option, you've gotta go for it.
Yeah, okay. You folks, just keep your heads down.
Yeah?
I'm in the basement.
No, John, don't. You can't help me.
Oh my God.
What the hell's going on, Coop?
We have a beautiful but very nasty looking napalm bomb down here. It's got its own control system, which is probably running the rocket launchers upstairs and another bomb. 2 heads on it. Looks like they have to be deactivated in the correct order or else. And a timer running the whole shebang. Looks like we've got about 2 minutes. Okay. I'm on it.
This is not good.
Who knows what he's